He's asleep. I can't believe it. He's asleep.
When you get over 40, sometimes it'll happen.
Yeah. What's all that white powder on his hat?
I don't know. Do we want to know?
Is that did he overdose?
I mean, he was talking about withdrawal. He said it was toy.
He is going through withdrawal.
Okay. I've got really got. Swear. Everything's great. Everything's fine. Everything's good.
All right, let's get away from this. Let's
hit it. Let's go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fab Studios presents Figure Action. That one's me.
It's been a dark week.
Nightwing, you ain't wrong.
Oh God! Oh, damn! I still got pool chalks on this thing.
Oh, pool chalk.
Oh,
now, huh?
okay. That explains a lot.
That is an explanation.
I have been shooting pool tournaments on Tuesdays, and I wear this hat.
Shooting pool, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I've been shooting pool.
I wish I could have paused on that face.
I mean, this is being recorded. I mean, you can always go back. That's the beauty of YouTube. It'll be here forever.
Just ask anybody who's ever said a disparaging remark in the last 25 years and then becomes a public figure.
Ask anybody whose phone fell off.
Hold on, I just got a tweet from James Gunn.
Oh boy. Oh, well, it's Thursday night. It's 9 o'clock. And if you're here watching us live on YouTube, well, you must know it's figure action time. But if you are watching here live on YouTube, make sure you hop into that live chat where we love our fans. You get to be part of the show. We'll be picking out comments and involving you all in discussions throughout the course of the evening. And also, if you're watching us here live or not live, make sure you kielbasa slam that like button because it really helps us out. And if you're not already, hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. Before we started tonight's episode, I was actually recording a video with the contest rules for the two giveaways that we're doing in the very, very near future. One happening, I believe, next week, if I'm not mistaken, and the other happening the following week. If you like G.I. Joe Classified series, if you've been having problems finding a Baroness and a Cobra Commander...
Hold on, let me make sure. Are we sure we're getting a Baroness?
It's a Baroness.
Okay. Wait, are you sure?
It sure is. It's a Baroness.
Okay, good. We got a Baroness.
We have a T-Rex.
Woohoo!
That was a completely unrelated GIF.
100% unrelated.
I failed us. Failed us.
Yeah.
Once again, I failed us. So I guess we'll go ahead and we'll get right into it. Oh, actually, wait. We need to pimp our Teespring store because one of the other giveaways we're doing is for a T-shirt. So you should head over to Teespring and look up the Fab Shop.
Head down to the Fab Shop.
You can't get the Dave shirt anymore, but
that is literally the only one. That is a highly collectible shirt.
But here's the thing, though. Ever since he got that shirt, he's been getting laid and getting laid and getting laid and getting laid. So he ain't getting that up.
Huh?
He can't wear it in public.
I can actually. I have actually. I've worn it into Food Lion.
Oh my God.
If I see you in that on peoplewalmart.com though.
Oh man, that would be great. Is that still going strong?
Oh, yeah, it'll never die.
Oh man. But yeah, so head over to the Teespring store, look up Fab Shop, and check out the designs because the video that I'm doing, you're gonna notice that the other part of the giveaway is a T-shirt of your choice. So hopefully one of y'all is lucky enough to win a shirt, rep a shirt, and we hope you enjoy it. So again, stay tuned. That video is going to go live tomorrow. I got to edit, and it'll be up. So have that notification bell rung so you know when that goes live and you can get all the details for the contest giveaways. I guess we'll get into how people are doing this week. It's kind of a scant week for news, so I guess we got a bit to discuss.
Mhm.
But anyway, Trustarscreamer, how the hell are you? And did you get anything cool this week?
I'm doing well. As I said, I've been busy, and as for things I've got this week, I really, before I get started to the main haul, I need to call out no effort randomness. He definitely, dude. Thank you. He was able to secure for me the Dino Thunder White Ranger. I'm debating if I just want to say the hell with it and paint the helmet or just call Hasbro. But thank you. This has not shown up at all in Greensboro, so this is a big deal for me. Thank you so much. Just need to track down the Moon Knight. I may just try to see if I pay it off Nate for it, but thank you so much. This is awesome. Plus, he also got me the gold Soldier 76, which even though I gutted my Overwatch collection, this is kind of like one of the ones I kind of wish I kept. So thank you very much. This, seriously, dude, thank you. It means a ton. I also do know that Winston, it did not arrive yet, but Winston also set me up with something, and I will be talking about that next week because I don't want to spoil the surprise. But I really appreciate the love that these guys offer us. So thank you so much. I do. No, seriously, it's the last couple months have been rough. Things have gotten better, yes, but it's just like, dude, it means a ton. And no, I'm not crying. I'm being serious. It's from the bottom of my heart.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
No, if you're crying. But anyway, just thanks a lot, guys. As for everything else I got this week, well, Nate Simmons and Amazon and everybody else decided to all show up at once. So I'm really not sure where to begin. Got my Black Ranger. So that's awesome. I now can have my complete original Mighty Morphin team. Yeah, I know I can get the code from the foot. I know. I appreciate that. But yes, so I got the original Black Ranger. Then, thanks to T-Man's awesome review, I had to get this Wolverine. Which, after messing with this, that's where this name kind of came from. I so miss my photo setup because I know this guy will photograph so well. And I probably will get a Dremel or something to carve out the back of his neck. Then Nate Simmons came a-calling, and I got my War Machine, as well as my Raiden.
Yeah.
Which, again...
Oh, I never noticed that about the box.
What?
They just put, so on his eye, that's the only, super glossy part.
Mm-hmm.
When you move the box, it actually, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then, of course, I'm not sure if we talked about the stuff that Storm Collectibles released this week. I didn't chance to look at the doc, but I'm very ticked off.
Oh, it's on there.
I am very ticked off on them. What else did we get? Yeah, it's that kind of week. Got the Old Man Logan and Old Man Hawkeye 2-pack. Looks absolutely gorgeous.
I thought that came with Picard.
No, this is like actual that the comic book Old Man Logan, not the movie Logan.
Oh.
I actually saw a very cool thing using the Hawkeye head, the Old Man Hawkeye head, because someone actually put it on the Punisher figure to make an Old Man Punisher, and it looks so goddamn cool.
When did Billie Eilish have an action figure at Target? Is what Stirring Games Go asks.
Okay. We got more stuff here. I was at a comic book shop and I was able to pick up the Rogue and Pyro 2-pack.
And it's not open?
Dude, I've got no place to set this stuff up. I don't want to lose this stuff. So right now, my entire collection that I've acquired since moving into this apartment is mint and sealed box. I swear, the day I get an apartment, it's going to be I'm going to be looking like Stan in that episode of South Park when he finally got the internet for 5 minutes. Except it's going to be cardboard boxes everywhere. That's going to be me. there's more. I got the Nimrod 3-pack.
From Team Amazon.
Is that
Team
like
Amazon?
Baymax on steroids?
Kind of, actually.
Kind of, but Nimrod's been around a lot longer. But this is actually pretty badass, even though the Phantom X is the main figure I wanted. But this guy will play pretty well.
You're gonna.
No, I
You're
saw,
love it.
I saw the reviews. No, I saw the reviews on it. This is
I-
basically a Bucky cap. This is just the same Psylocke, better paint with the X-Force. Nimrod is kind of a brick, but in the comics, he was always kind of a brick. He just stood there and loomed and looked evil. I know.
Didn't he just float places too?
Exactly.
He
He's
didn't
not
really
a-
walk.
No, he did not. And got my katana, which, yes, my Baraka has also been delayed. I don't know what's going on with them, but we have katana and McFarlane. He's on my shit list again. I'm not sure if we're talking about that either, but
We are too.
Thank you, God. I get to rant. And lastly, Matt's going to be really jealous. Matt's going to be really jealous.
I'm listening.
Because I got the one thing you've been begging for the last week.
Is
A
this
Godzilla
appropriate?
duck costume.
No,
Oh,
I got Beachhead.
Damn it.
What eye color? Yeah.
Yeah. What's
Oh, that's a good
icon?
question. Ooh, I can't tell him like. Give me a second here. Let me actually put a flash on here. I got that stupid glare going on here. Those are blue eyes.
Yeah, I've yet
I
to
can't
see the
remember.
other.
Is the blue eyes the desirable one or not?
Which one do you want?
I'm just saying. I can't remember.
That's the desirable one. Is the one that you were happy
You know
with,
what,
Dave.
Kevin?
Don't worry about the
There is
value of
no
the figure.
There is no such thing as getting bad Beachhead. So
my Beachhead had brown eyes.
okay.
And Joe's like, "What the hell is a GI Joe? Jesus Christ!"
So, but that almost looked cool. That's my week. It's a hell of a haul, and there was no way in hell it was going to get hidden. So my wife was like, another box. I'm like stashing them in there. Gee,
Just gotta say, babe,
Look at
I
that.
pre-ordered these like 6 months ago. I can't do anything about it. They
It
just all
was the
decided to show up.
corona, the coronavirus.
That's right.
Some of these I did actually pre-order a couple weeks ago, but like some I did find, like the Rogue Pyro 2-pack. I actually found this awesome comic book shop in in Winston-Salem called Sailfish Comics. If you are anywhere in that area, holy hell, their collectibles are amazing. They had the entire Rebels line in the new paint jobs. Like, so if you did passed on Rebels, they had the whole set there. They had the first wave of G.I. Joes, no problem. So I highly recommend, if you're in the Winston-Salem area, Sailfish Comics. And yeah, I'm done.
Cool.
I'm done.
All right, next up, Mr. Joe Crab. How the hell are you?
I'm doing really good. Unfortunately, I don't have any things to show, but my only haul, I guess, this week is the 4 of you and everyone in the chat. I love you all so much. But other than that, doing good. I wish I had something cool to show.
I wish for a haul you had a full bottle of whiskey. Do you have a full bottle of whiskey as part of your haul?
Don't. Just because Dave's rubbing salt in your wounds, don't mean you gotta rub salt in my wounds.
I'd like
I
to
gotta
know
ask
my
whiskey
big
in
monkey
my wound.
again. How about some monkey butt? Yeah,
A week into having that thing, are you still loving it?
I haven't really messed with it a whole lot, to be honest with you, because I think I'm going to.
He's a married
Do
man.
some-
He doesn't mess with that monkey often.
It's true. I am going to probably apply some painting or some wash to this. So I have not really messed with it a ton. It has so many like crevasses. By the way, it's like one of my favorite words, crevasse. It begs for like
Dry
just
brush?
a basic. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna go
Just some
do
light
a-
penetration.
just a little penetration with a little bit of that Nolan oil. Oh yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna. I only
I
have
just watched
like
Epic's review.
a few drops, so I'm gonna order some more Nolan oil, and then I'm gonna.
Wait, you
I'm
just
gonna
watched what? Wait, you just watched what, T-Man?
Oh no, Epic Disaster. I watched his review on it from Chosen Prime.
Oh, okay.
And it does have a ton of. You could probably stick your whole fingers in his shoulder sockets.
We got to get
other Epic reviews.
Yeah. So we got to get him on here for an episode because it's like I really enjoy his reviews and the stuff he does for TCP. So Epic, if you're watching, we'd love to have you on sometime soon.
Is it because he did this and like pulled out the shoulder and then showed the like huge gap in there?
Jeez, that is a gap.
Yeah, like you. Can,
I mean,
but that's so that you can pull the shoulder forward. That's not like, it's normal pose.
Yeah,
so you'd see it like this, but
okay, I gotta say,
he was just throwing it off.
But McFarlane at least puts like a little plastic disc in there, so you don't see that gap.
Yeah.
Or Figma does those things too. Just a little plastic ring.
My biggest complaint, which I hope that he made the same complaint, is the head. You can't really move the head much at all, especially looking up. Like, this is a figure that I would want to put in a pose where it's like, looking up, beating its own chest or whatever, basic, and the gorilla pose, and you can't move his head back like at all. So I don't know if I have to, I don't know if I really want to.
You should have him fight You should have him fight Mechagodzilla.
Basically, what I'm saying is I'm not entirely satisfied with my monkey head. Can I get some better monkey head, please?
Probably.
Where do we go from there?
We go to Parts Unknown from Partsformer.
You're pretty well known.
Yeah, you are kind of well known at this point. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I do work tomorrow, so that sucks. I usually have every other Friday off. So, as far as hauls, though, I've got absolutely nothing this week. Flash forward to tomorrow, I get a new G.I. Joe figure, but that's not today, is it? So I can't count it. So that's going to be a tomorrow kind of thing. But other than that, I've hit up Target twice this week, and to no avail. Nothing new to show.
Wait, you're getting a new one tomorrow. I think I read your mind.
A little more gung ho.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no red yet. In fact, So I have Red Ninja pre-ordered through GameStop, in which beginning of this week they charged me for it, and then said, "just kidding," and then let the charge drop, and then push the release of the figure back another week.
I'd say an order from GameStop actually went through.
No, it started to, and then stopped. It's just stopped dead.
I mean,
still waiting for that Optimus Prime, right?
We are still waiting. There's no date on it either. The date dropped off, so
it shows as release though. That's the crazy part.
What does?
The Optimus Prime.
I'm waiting for that Prime, and I'm waiting for that Lobo to drop. But
we have the G1 Optimus Prime model kit all pre-ordered through. We all got a really good deal. It's like $16 free shipping. So hopefully it comes through. But I don't know. I can't remember the last order I had that was successful through GameStop.
I want to know
that
who
Red
you pissed off.
What's that?
I said I want to know who you pissed off that like all your orders get put into oblivion.
That's where they are. That's where they are. The Red Ninja's release date got changed twice. But like I said, the last time they charged me for it and then let the charge drop. So, I'm just gonna wait, and then Gung Ho will come in. So,
right now, just because of the housing situation, I'm kind of thankful all this stuff's been delayed because once again, if they all hit the apartment at the same time.
Did you double check?
I also want to say real quick, anybody that wants to pre-order a PlayStation 5, I just got an in-stock notice at Walmart. So go right now. If you're watching live and you want to pre-order it, go right now.
But keep watching.
Keep our window up.
Keep our window up, but go pre-order. Like I'm getting in-stock alerts for PS5s. It just popped up. So
why did we suddenly get 0 views?
And give us a thumbs up for letting you know about
Yeah, Kielbasa slam that.
Yeah,
they're already gone.
In fact, if I get notifications during the show, I'll interrupt and say.
How is it in stock at Walmart if it has not been released yet?
It pre-order. The pre-orders have been out of stock all day, and it finally went up.
Pre-orders in stock.
No, it's kind of like when you try to pick up the G.I. Joe figures. The release date's in November, but they actually showed up and they're just putting them on the shelves just because.
Hey, go back to Matt because this is a landmark episode.
All right, I'm going back to
I have my hat on. Come on.
That
What's going on?
tile in the back it looks like it's back into place.
Yeah, there's my haul. I put the tile back into place. So I'm fucking touched that you realized that, man. You know what? 16 figure action points to you, T, man.
That was funny. That was funny.
Well, we can't spell touched without T. T-Man, how the hell are you? And what did you get this week?
I'm spectacular. Thank you. I got Katana too. I was going to ask Dave a question, but he didn't open it.
I don't want to lose the parts.
She does not want to hold. I'm going to have to mold her hand or squeeze it, heat it up and squeeze it so she can hold this daggone fan better. But I like her. And fixing the neck situation doesn't really fix it. So she just has a stiff neck and you're going to have to live with it. I mean, I've been in that situation before. I dremeled it a little bit, but when I move it back, now it just pops out easier.
Also been in that situation.
My review for this lady just went up. Marvel's Deadpool 2 Domino. And I got Negasonic Teenage Warhead. And of course, he comes with Mr. Deadpool. He's surprised right now. Didn't know he was going to be on camera.
Does he have pinless elbows?
Yes, pinless elbows.
Oh, son of a bitch. I'm going to have to get that.
But he doesn't have pinless knees.
But still.
That's an odd choice.
Technically, since she has the single jointed elbows, she has a completely pinless body.
Huh.
So she's my first figure that has no pins. What else? I got RC. They made some wonderful choices with her. Like the all white butt for some reason.
The knees that can't hold the crap.
Yeah, they gave her the
wrong with white butt.
The all white butt, but they painted her neck pink. Like, why?
Right, and they made her they gave her a mushroom peg in the neck and not a ball joint. I was fixing.
You're not selling me.
And the gun, for some reason, is the same color as her windshield. The gun is on her butt.
You're not selling me on this.
And they could have given the gun a. They could have. I don't know why it's a flat piece.
If you want a sale, she's awesomely articulated, probably better articulated than a bunch of Earthrise figures out there. Now I'm just used to backpacks with Transformers now. They don't even bug me, so I was having fun with this stupid giant backpack on there, and it didn't even matter to me. But without it, she looks good, besides her randomly white butt. And what else? Yeah, just the good articulation, but the knees and ankles are weak. So yeah, I'm not something. Sorry. And I got Smokescreen with that. Smokescreen, buy it. Even
I want him.
Buy this. He is like the best. He might be better articulated than the masterpiece. The only thing that I don't like, of course, is the foot filler down here or the lack thereof. But everything that's red on this figure is paint. And he has a lot of it. And all the red and all the white, besides the legs, is paint. But that makes the only bad thing about that, since the blue is plastic, it definitely stands out as plastic. And I did go through for Sharpie and paint the little peg right there. I need to just paint the whole rim.
So what's improved in that over the previous incarnations of that mold?
For some reason, let me where
Or is it the exact same mold?
it's a completely different mold altogether. The way it transforms, the body transforms is different. I think the back looks different. It looks way more like what you get on the cartoon because you don't have this random piece. His midsection, it's still flat if you look at it directly from the side.
I'm envious.
Something about it just looks and feels and moves better to me. What else? Oh, this shoulder just does this, but his shoulders can come all the way up to the side. If you don't have the missile, it can come up and he can reach over his chest for better aiming and all that. And the head can actually look up, prowl. I don't recall him being able to look up that much. I know it's on a ball joint, but he can look down more than he can look up.
Well, now I don't have to see that review.
Action.
Yeah. There's a review I have to watch.
The shoulder cannons look way better combined with the gun as well. And yeah. And he actually has real heels that pull out. And they're actually sturdy. And I think this is the last thing I got. Not Zadar or whatever his name is, but his new arm right here. Slitherfang. Ooh. He's just what he is. A flat, blocky cobra with a peg on it that can become a flat panel to make a shield. And,
you could also use him in the with the G.I. Joe stuff as like a drone.
Yeah. That would be cool. Only thing I don't like is I thought his mouth would open. He has a peg on the bottom of the chin, and you can just put a gun right there. And what else? Oh, this hinge right here was loose AF when I took it out the box. I had to put floor polish on that. So you'll have to tell me, Zero.
I'm willing to bet it's probably going to be loose on my copy when I get him. I'm just happy to be getting one.
The floor polish worked immediately. And I like his little blast effect right there. And, this. I'm not sure if I had this last week. But my KO Ultra Magnus. Who I put a review up on.
Does his chest open?
His back opens.
That's his chest. That probably should be his chest.
If you spin his head around, the back can be a chest.
There you go.
That's with anything.
There we go. Too bad he can't see anymore, though.
Yeah, but don't worry about that.
Daniel H says, my smoke screen double dealer from Walmart delayed. Wait for further updates. It's like, yeah, Walmart and Amazon keep delaying figures. And then with Amazon, I think, T, you went through this where Amazon says a figure's delayed, and then next thing you know, it's like shipping out of nowhere.
No, that's happening to me with, did you say Amazon?
Yeah.
Yeah. For some reason, I was thinking you said Walmart.
Walmart doesn't move on anything.
Yeah, they just cancel.
Amazon has pushed all of my stuff back, and then the next day they charge me. Or like Deadpool wasn't supposed to come till November. Next thing I know, bam, I'm getting charged for them. All these figures were supposed to be way later.
Yeah, that was.
They charged me for them.
I feel that pain. That's when that Nimrod showed up, and then my Arctic Storm Shadow that got delayed, and my Baraka. So that means they'll probably be showing up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yep, my Gung-Ho was the same way. They pushed it to the middle of October, and then all of a sudden they were like, we heard you like G.I. Joes. You're getting it tomorrow. So
I like Cobra Troopers, Amazon. I like Cobra Troopers.
That's my Cobra Commander tomorrow. He's coming tomorrow. And that was supposed to be October, too. Well, actually, it was supposed to be about a week ago, and then they pushed it back to October, and now I'm getting it randomly. But How the hell are you doing, Zero?
I'm doing spectacular. Thank you for asking. I got my my Dave shirt. I haven't worn this in a minute. I recorded the promo for the giveaway that we're going to be doing. I mean, we've got 2 giveaways, so I guess I'll gloss over them here. Next week's show, we're going to be giving away to one of you lucky viewers. And again, you got to be in the continental U.S. You got to be 18 years of age or older. You got to be a subscriber, and you got to go back to a couple episodes. Well, actually, one episode really. You got to go back to last week's episode and leave a comment. #FigureActionRules.
Hold on. We may actually have a...
Next week on Figure Action, Nate's Toys and Collectibles will be doing a live drawing to see who will win the Target exclusive G.I. Joe Baroness Recoil. Be here and make sure that you did check out the episode prior to tonight's so you can be entered into this great contest. All right.
It freaks me out when he does that because then, like, I find an action figure like sitting behind me later.
You have to be following Nate on his channel.
Exactly. So you got to be following Nate. You got to be a subscriber to us. You got to be in the continental U.S. You got to be 18 years of age or older. I'm sorry if those are a lot of rules. However, them's the rules. And we'll be pulling up all the comments for Figure Action Rules on last week's episode, and we'll be doing a prize wheel on the show towards the end of the episode next week. So,
is this story linked in the description?
It will be in the promo video.
Oh, all right.
So, we'll verify all that. We'll get the information over to Nate. And we'll announce the winner, not just on the show. We'll do a follow-up video, just letting you know if you won or not. And then the second giveaway, it's going to be on the video announcing the contest. That'll go live tomorrow morning. That's going to be the Fab Shop giveaway, and you can win a Figure Action shirt and just the regular Cobra Commander from the Classified series. I know people are having problems finding that figure. If you got Duke, you got to have Cobra Commander. If you got Destro Baroness, you got to have Cobra Commander. So I got a spare off of Amazon that I'll be sending to one of you lucky folks out there. And again, same rules. Got to be in the continental U.S. Got to be a subscriber. Got to be 18 years of age or older. And then when you win, we'll get the Cobra Commander shipped out to you immediately, and we'll get the information for your shirt size, which design you want. I'll get that ordered for you and sent to you directly. As for back to me, yeah, it's been a good week. It's doing a lot of stuff, wrapping up the projects. I mean, my work's kind of forcing us to take vacation, so I've got a staycation coming up next week. I'm going to catch up on some video games. I managed to pre-order a PlayStation 5 last night, so I'm really happy about that. After, I guess maybe we'll talk about that towards the end of the episode, but it's just like, Sony had this really awesome press conference yesterday where they went over some upcoming games, that some like world exclusive reveals. We got Final Fantasy 16 coming, and it's like a return to fantasy, which is awesome to see. And it's not like Final Fantasy 9 where it's kind of like the chibi. This is like a like a dark fantasy. Kind of more akin to Final Fantasy VI. So I'm not Final Fantasy VI. I guess what's it like? I guess it's more like the first real 3 Final Fantasy games, because Final Fantasy VI was a bit steampunk, but it's looking awesome. We got new Resident Evil 8 footage, and a 2021 window for that. So. Spider-Man Miles Morales, which apparently you don't need a PS5 for. Apparently it's coming to PS4, but still I want the PS5 version. So I was stoked I was up late last night, got my Amazon pre-order, and then I got a pre-order on GameStop, then I got the Amazon one for just the console. So I'm just going to go with the Amazon one. So yeah, looking forward to doing some landscaping next week, and actual landscaping, no sex jokes here. Before y'all do it. And
Use a sharp razor.
Yeah, exactly. But as for what I got this week, I got some cool stuff. First and foremost, I got from Amazon, I got the G2 Tiger Electronics game. Fun story, I actually got this for free because I bought this to just keep mint in box. And when I got it, like the box was like beat to shit and like torn on the back. So I asked Amazon for a replacement, and they said, "Oh, we're shipping your replacement. Your replacement's running late. If your replacement doesn't come tomorrow, come back for a refund." So I just got a refund. So I got this for free.
You're getting the authentic KB Toys experience.
The KB Toys experience, like you
Exactly.
mean like how it was packed, or
exactly. Just you see the little picture of like the closeout sticker on the upper right hand corner.
Yeah,
because
right.
Whenever I would get anything, you know, in the mall, all the kids were always like trying to get that stuff out of there and stuff.
It's weird seeing Tiger Electronics like not because like this is kind of similar to like the packaging, but it doesn't have that plastic clamshell. Like it's even at the bottom, like you can get your hand in here, but it's just like memory takes me back to like when this would be encapsulated in plastic and you have to take it home and use a can opener or a really sharp pair of scissors to get it open.
I hated that packaging.
Hey, you know what's funny? Back then we didn't have people swapping stuff out or stealing.
Right.
So a little bit of irony here. Nate says, "I still need a Cobra Commander." Ironically, Nate, for that contest, you're actually eligible to enter. So I wouldn't say ironically, but you know. Next up,
my giveaway. His giveaway. He can't enter, but you.
Yeah.
Enter, you might win.
Next up, I got Bad Earthrise figure number 1. I mean, it's not terrible, but if you have Siege Megatron, don't get this. Don't get this. This is inferior to the Siege Megatron in every way. It's like I was curious. So it's not in every way. They did fix the neck, but when you press the neck down, the plastic is so tight it tends to get stuck. So there's that. Second off, like this whole sword piece here, I mean, it's a big why. I mean, if they put a hinge here, like here, so it could be like a really good functional shoulder cannon. I mean, there's this rod here that's on a hinge, but this is as far up as you're going to get it, and the weight of the sword pulls it back, so you can't really use it as a shoulder cannon at all. I mean, I suppose you could put it on his...
They got lazy on that,
on
that remold. That did not get the prime treatment.
Yeah, exactly. This really didn't get the same treatment as prime. And then this piece here that fills in the back of the tank, it has really no use other than it clips on to the bottom of the cannon. And that's yeah.
If you don't have a Megatron, go get the Netflix one. That's what I was gonna say.
Absolutely. The Netflix Megatron is the best version of the character that you can get.
With the website.
Yeah.
You know what though? They got their money's worth out of that freaking mold.
Yeah, they did.
And which is unusual for Megatron.
Mm-hmm. And next up, disappointing Earthrise figure number 2. I got RC in this afternoon, and what'd you say, T?
Her legs are trash too.
Yeah, like the ankles are super loose and weak. Like there's no tolerance at all, like forward and back, but they're stupidly tight to the side almost. Well, on the right leg, they're stupidly tight. And they actually have like kind of like a detent, but the left leg doesn't. And yeah,
they put ratchets in there, and you can't use it. You
right.
On the back of the feet, and you can see the ridges for the ratchets.
Dang.
Yeah. I mean,
Here's
basically, she's
the pin in the ankle. I mean, the white part that's wrapped around her foot, the pink part of the foot, is not pinched tight enough. You can see a little bit of space right there.
Yeah, I can see that too. Like right in there. Yeah, that should be toleranced way better. Yeah, I mean, if they'll probably do a Studio Series 86 version with this mold and maybe fix some of the issues. Like I don't like the way the gun is made out of like the old clear purple Game Boy Advance plastic.
That would be. I mean, I could see them doing it, but man, that would be such a cop out if they use the same one for the Studio Series, because that like, defeats the whole purpose of the Studio Series.
It does.
I think he is the Studio Series right now, though. To be honest.
Well, speaking of Studio Series, I got a figure that I actually do like, and it completes my wreckers, and that's Topspin. And he's pretty cool. I mean, he's got good details. He doesn't have a waist, but it's nice to have all three wreckers. And I got to fix his guns with some hot water because they're all like out of the packaging. Like it looks like basically he's got pool noodles.
I was gonna ask that because I watched Deluxe's review.
He
floppy.
he just took it out of the box and gave his first impressions of it. So I've been playing with this guy, and I think he's kind of like Leadfoot. I'm not Leadfoot, like Roadbuster, where he's kind of got visible everything syndrome. But I enjoy it for what it is, and to be honest, like all three of them next to each other look pretty good. So. Last but not least, I got a figure that looks awesome, but isn't like it's not all that. This is the TT Hong Lee Starscream, and I've got his wings deployed. So like this is the T-Formers Starscream, and TT Hong Lee is a company that's pretty well known for knocking off Gundams. I don't think this thing necessarily feels like a Gundam. But it doesn't feel like a Transformer either. It kind of feels like a Korean transforming robot, if that resonates with anybody, like in terms of quality. The transformation on this thing, it's like the one thing where I could say it has parallels to Gundam is it feels like the transformation itself feels like the way a transforming Gundam would transform. And like here, I'm collapsing the wings to give him a more traditional Starscream look. I've got his LEDs activated. If you're looking for a figure that's, large, different, not really expensive, and
define not really expensive on that guy.
Well, he's about $100.
Yeah, the same price as Galaxy Media, right?
Yeah. So I mean, if you're looking for like and I mean, like if you saw the wingspan, he is large, but like I said, the problem here is that he's got. If you remember, like the Wing Gundam Epion transformation, or the Wing Gundam transformation, this will
they fold in half.
Basically, yeah. So it's not really like the bird mode is not anything to write home about. It's far more functional than a Gundam transformation. And as you can see here, like, as I'm messing with them, stuff just is kind of falling off. Things on them.
Arm cannons in a way.
No, you can't. Like this is the best you're gonna get.
Ugh.
Like, yeah. So like again, as a display piece, he's awesome. The base that he comes with is awesome. But and like I said, for the price, you're getting a really large figure. He's got die cast in the feet, but these joints are really reminiscent of Gundam joints. Like they are. This is just not the best first effort I've seen from a third-party company. Like, well, especially
if that was like $25 less, if that was like $75, I'd be like, heck yeah.
Or a few years ago.
Yeah.
Then it would be pretty cool.
Honestly, yeah. That's the thing is like this thing is like Joe is kind of saying here. It's like, it's funny. I had a buddy that was like asking me about Shuriken, which is the G Creation Dinobot combiner, and he was interested in that. And he's like, "Would you recommend this thing?" And I was like, "Well, you got to remember that all the reviews that you're watching, those are based off of standards of third party like 4 years ago." And well, I mean, it's serious because like the standards for third party have changed so much. I mean, you went from having stuff that like just the whole goal was for it to be your representation of a character and to look halfway decent on a shelf.
This would make it a fantastic discussion topic, by the way.
Yeah, it would. I mean, we can shelve it for the end of the episode because the topic I had was just kind of but I think we should revisit this.
I'm just saying, like, this is like I like this. It's got my brain going.
Yeah. Well, we'll put some thought into it. We'll get through. We don't have too much news to discuss this week, so I think we'll come back to this.
It's like falling apart.
Yeah, right. So yeah, they're in like this is a fantastic display piece, and it's like I'm sure like when I have people over, they're gonna see it on the shelf and be like, oh, that's a great looking Starscream, but it's definitely a look don't touch piece, and I mean he's not messing with him. He's just coming off the stand, and his shoulder cannons aren't staying on the best.
So far, I've been saved money by not needing to buy RC. I've saved money not needing to buy this.
I'm waiting for Zero to say it's a fucking mess.
It's not a fucking mess, but it's not a run out and buy. Like seriously, like the Red Bull from G Creations, that is still one of my top 5 figures of the year. Like I cannot wait to get into our top figures of the year. Oh yeah, Nate says I remember those. The Gundam fixed figuration metal composite wing Zero was a better transformation. Yeah. All right, let's get into our discussions for tonight. We'll get through. We don't have too much to talk about, but we do have some quality stuff to talk about. I guess we'll get into our Kingdom leaks first. So yeah, it seems like every week we're getting new leaks from Kingdom. Well, of course, we don't know if these are actually Kingdom or if these are the rumored. Yeah.
I'd say more the latter on that one.
Yeah,
that's a series, definitely.
But we got a poorly transformed Cup and Paleo. I think we see our first fossilizer. Paleotrex, I think, is what he's supposed to be called.
I have no idea what that's supposed to do.
It's like the weaponizers, like like Cog and Six Gun, except they look like bones and they form weapons.
I'm sorry, that's stupid.
Yeah, they break apart and you have arms on the back, like when
I thought that was supposed to be like Dinobot 2.
I mean, yeah.
It's interesting.
It's the step before
there's something about articulated dinosaurs, especially robot dinosaurs, that I like. So I'll probably get it.
Oh, I'm just saying, but it's just
something about the color and the paint on that head sculpt too. I think it looks really nice. I mean, just from this shot anyway.
Yeah,
but just being weapons.
I like the concept. Well, it has a robot mode.
Yeah.
If it forms like really cool looking weapons that are made out of like dinosaur fossils incorporated in that skull, and Dinobot can use them, then it's a win.
I like the whole idea of like like dead modes. Like in Beast Wars Neo, the dinosaurs had like injured and dead modes. Like the one turned into like a big flower, and the other one had like the Triceratops had like battle damage and could pretend to be like like have a chunk eaten out of them. So I like the whole idea of like the alt mode is like a dead dinosaur, and then it comes apart. Because I mean, if you had like a beast mode that ripped apart into several weapons, it might look a little weird. Like let's disembowel you to make guns.
All I know is
that would sell really well at like Discovery Zone or the Science Center.
All I know is if that thing appears in the 3rd Transformer series, someone had better say, "Pull yourself together."
You remember back in the was it the Cross Dimension series that they were originally, and whatever the hell happened to that series, but they were going to have the Seekers wearing the bones of the Dinobots.
God, yeah, that idea.
That's what that made me think of. I'm like, if that gets split apart, maybe not into weapons, but armor, Like, I think that would be pretty cool.
Okay, Hot Rod looks good.
Yeah, I just hope that the visor is retractable. I hope that's not like a permanent thing. Yeah.
I just hope the plastic is good on these.
You think he's gonna be a Voyager?
Nah, it's gonna be deluxe.
Dude, this is Studio Series. You're gonna pay $25 for a 4-inch figure.
I know his arms rotate to the other side like in the movie.
Yeah.
And in the first pictures I saw, he didn't have the whale kibble on his legs.
I just think it's funny these people get like these figures ahead of everybody else, and they have no idea how to snap a picture.
They probably grabbed it, ran to the bathroom, was like, and then threw it back.
Well, most of these pictures, they smear oil or something on the camera lens before they take the shot, or Vaseline. Maybe it's Vaseline.
They take them on like an old flip phone.
Yes. This, and when someone sees a goddamn UFO and they shake the camera all over the place and they can't keep it centered in the middle of the frame, like, come on.
It's actually a camera that was designed for Bigfoot.
Blame Tan, aka Tauntaun. He stole it from the factory.
Yeah, we'll see this, probably in a few weeks on his channel.
Don't worry about how I get toys. Just enjoy review.
Right, exactly.
Unless it's Ratchet and this piece of shit.
What?
Hasbro is like busting his door down. Hey, you don't say that.
Mm-hmm.
You want your figure back? No, just say nice things about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Sell more for us.
Somebody said he was too nice to the toys, so he was like, let me hate Ratchet today.
But Ironhide was fine. Ironhide, he's like, this is a great figure. Ratchet is bullshit. No.
I think Hasbro should find a well-respected toy reviewer in the United States, perhaps on the East Coast, in the Mid-Atlantic region.
For a second, I thought you were going to say, "Hey guys, Off the Bottom is here."
Do you think that should be a reviewer that's maybe kind of upbeat and maybe over eager and overactive, or do you think they should be a little more mellow,
I think people
a little more
would,
relaxed?
yes, that's like I would say chill.
Yeah.
Like if they were chill, then I think those are the kind of reviews that Hasbro would appreciate and would sell more toys.
And would click the videos of.
Yeah,
I would click the video twice.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Well, I appreciate the votes of confidence, guys. I'll put my petition in, and we'll see what can happen. I appreciate the support. It means a lot.
You got to get your camera.
That's true.
You can't fill reviews, Dave, if you don't open the toys.
Well, no, I used to watch the channel because the person subscribed to me, so I was like, what are they doing? So I started watching a review, and she never opened the toy, and she was reviewing it. I was like, how can you tell me what this toy is doing if you never opened the toy?
Because she still has the receipt.
Was that Plastic Addict?
No.
Today is Plastic Addict's birthday, if I remember correctly. So shout out to George, and I hope he's having a very happy birthday.
He'll be 2 hours talking about his present before he actually opens them.
Yeah, right. He'll hit T up and be like, bro, you gotta check it out. I got the coolest thing, and I just want to tell you, and I'm so thankful to my wife. And T's gonna be,
oh my God! Open the box.
That is where that came from.
I was going to say, I think that's what spawned that.
And speaking of boxes, this, you know what? We were talking about this last week, and we were naysaying this last week.
Well, yeah, because it says War Breakdown, and they were claiming it was 2 deluxes. Well, this ain't it, Chief, because
that's a big deluxe.
That is a big deluxe, and this appears to be just straight up the Voyager class we never got because Hasbro claimed it was too big to be a Voyager. That, and Dave, I believe you pointed out that this deco of Viacon has never been released.
Viacons were done, just in a straight black with like the slight purple highlights. in Japan, the Jet Viacon was also done as a silver car, which actually is the one I have. That I want that. I want that set, like just like that. That looks really, really, really good.
Now, the only flaws I'm seeing here, and again,
Not in my
maybe this
hands.
is
That's the flaw.
well. aside from the fact that we don't have this yet, the only flaws I'm seeing are one, this appears to be like a straight up reissue of the Arms Micron breakdown
Cool.
with which is cool, but
it'll fit in my collection.
Like, that one had stickers you could apply, and this just doesn't appear to have any paint on it whatsoever.
Oh,
it also
only there was a company that could hack toys.
Yeah, I know, right?
No, I noticed the stickers in there, and in one of those pictures. Did you get both of them?
Yeah. So yeah, I guess I'm missing.
On,
and there's the weapons.
There's the Arms Micron.
So yeah, this is a straight up.
Yes. My prime.
$50, $60.
I'm gonna guess 60.
No, that's gonna be like 80.
Nah, it's gonna be 60.
You want?
You know why I think it's gonna be that? Because they're selling the Prime and the Ratchet set for 50.
True, but the plastic is going to be much thicker on these. This is going to be a much more substantial.
No, but the Viacon was, in fairness, when they started, shrinking Transformers, because this isn't like the first edition of Viacon. It's the second.
It's the rate. Okay, hold on. It is currently September 17th. It is 9:59 p.m. Everybody here in the chat room, right here, you are witnesses. I hear 60 from the gentleman above. I'm saying around 80. T-Man, what do you say?
I'm saying 60.
Matt, do you even care?
No, yeah, I might actually get this set. I'm going to say I hope 60. Okay, I love the Viacon.
Same here. So I'm just saying. I mean, I'm prepping myself for disappointment. If it's 60,
I want to go with
on blast. He's like, "Do you even care, bro?" He's like,
Joe doesn't care about Prime. I know that.
I like Prime, but I never finished it. So, if you want my guess, I'm going to say $69, $420.
And 165 from the chat.
Ooh, 100 from
Nate Williams says 100. Nate says 65. Calvin Carpenter says 60. T7 nowhere 80.
My man.
Games Go says 100.
If Dave said 80, $79.99.
Hold on. You bitch. You bitch. But I don't care. I think I've said many times that Prime is probably my favorite. Prime is to transform for Transformers, just like the Nickelodeon TMNT is for TMNT.
What streaming service has the rest of the seasons? Because I think I watched
Netflix.
It only had season 1. I think it was only season 1.
Oh, dude, it got so much. Season 2 was the ending of season 1 was one of the best cliffhangers.
Yeah, and then I had to pay, and I don't want to pay, so I want it for free.
It should be on Netflix.
Netflix had the whole season, the whole series.
The whole series should be on Netflix.
Actually, they might only have the movie at this point now. But Zero is about to say, after the first edition to Transformers Prime, when they did the regular releases, the plastic quality took a massive dip to what we're getting right now.
Yeah. For most, I mean,
I don't know about that breakdown since I never touched it and it was Japanese only. But
Calvin Carpenter says it's on Tubi for streaming.
Ooh, Tubi's free. Tubi is free. Yeah. Tubi's got a lot of cool stuff on there, actually.
Netflix has season 1.
Okay, check out Tubi.
Tubi?
Yes, Tubi. It's got a lot of free stuff on there. Tubi and Pluto TV are two very good free apps for television.
Yeah, Pluto is pretty awesome.
Tubi or not Tubi?
That is the question.
So I'm guessing we got some interest on this one. Again, the price and availability is going to be the big deal breaker here.
I need these. I do.
I just think it's cool that they're actually doing something for the 10-year anniversary of Prime when Beast Wars anniversaries kind of went, I don't know, under the radar for the most part.
I feel like that's because they're gearing up for some big Beast Wars stuff.
Yeah, what are they going to do? A 20-year
movie.
Beast Machines turns 20 next year, right?
Yeah, Beast Machines
That
is
was 20
polarizing.
years ago? I guess it
Yes.
Or no, Beast Machines already has been 20 years, I think.
Well, remember, Beast Machines is either you loved it or you hated it.
I liked it. I didn't love it.
I liked it. I love the last episode.
That show had the best. The build up to that last episode gave one of the best payoffs in Transformers.
Beast Machines is 20 years old.
Oh,
last
I was
year.
21 when that came. Yeah, I was 21 when that came out. Jesus.
So the first episode was September 18th, 1999. Final episode was November 18th, 2000, which is kind of misleading because I think that was the YTV finale date. And I think we had to wait till 2001 to get the finale on Fox.
Sorry, someone highlight Jedi Mindset.
Somebody on another forum is fist that they just threw. Oh boy, yeah,
I would be too.
Patience saves pockets, man, and like
took 20 years, but
I mean, who would have thought though? I mean, come on, that's.
Well, I think there's kind of
Jigokin fans' toys all get reissues. Who would have thought that this would have been something that pulled out of their ass to
someone do me a favor? Could the guy who paid $300 for these figures and also we get the reissue do that? Could he also just happen to overpay on some Cobra troops and then all of a sudden we get like cases just being distributed?
I mean, that's the thing is like patience really does save pockets, and as I've been saying for probably as long as I can remember, if you like a character, somewhere along the line, a better version of said character is eventually going to come out.
Except Breakdown.
You never know. I mean, like we already have a third party doing upscaled KOs of Prime characters. Like there's an upscaled KO deluxe version of the Megatron that's apparently really awesome, and then a better painted version of the Prime, the Voyager one. So, even if you're looking in the third party realm or KO realm of things, if you like a character, eventually you're going to be able to get a representation of that character. It's not worth paying, out your ass to do so.
Remember that bigger evasion mode Optimus that only went to Japan? It wasn't. It was like.
Yeah, I have that one.
They might release that here.
Yeah,
if we wait long enough.
Yeah, that one. That's actually a cool figure. Because it's a lot like the Wei Zhang one in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I wanted that real bad, and then I never got it.
I got it off Amazon Japan for like $45.
Oh, man.
Okay. What do we got next?
Moving on. Again, we don't have too much news tonight, so we'll get through our third-party Transformer stuff real quick. We've got a add-on kit from Utopia. I believe it's Utopia. Yeah, 115 Utopia. I haven't heard of them before, but they have an add-on kit for Sentinel Prime. Gives them a painted sword staff and his shield. Looks pretty cool. Again, and some filler pieces come with this too. Oh, and he's got his gun. And I don't think they include a price on this one. So
probably like $25-$35.
Yeah, just it sucks though when you have this stuff. It's like, oh, it makes the figure look better, but it's the same price as the figure. So it's like I tend to skip on these.
Same.
I love the fact that the shield can be stored and create a larger cape for him.
If you are a diehard Sentinel Prime fan, this is for you.
And you can use the existing staff weapons or whatever the blade weapons are to give him dual blades. I think that's a really awesome touch right there. So you don't have to discard the old parts.
There is some love there, yes.
So, and everything stores in vehicle mode. Yeah, again, one of those things. Cool, depends on price, but probably a pass for me.
I didn't buy Sentinel Prime, so I got my leader version.
Right.
There it is.
Does it come with a rusty ratchet? I mean, Ironhide.
Sadly, no.
That'd be kind of cool if it had like an Ironhide head.
I tell you though, that I think I am going to bite on that Devastator add-on kit.
You just want the balls.
I do want the balls. I want to cup the balls. Next up, they changed this. I think it used to be Tentacle Commander, but we get a look at the Nuclear Blast version of SD Commander.
It's.
Did you see the blast effects that somebody made for this thing?
No.
Yeah, I saw
I have to find that. It looks badass. Where did I see that though?
It's cool, but it's at the same time. I almost wish that they released this and then also just released the nuclear weapon just as a thing on itself.
Yeah.
I want to say Dame Chalk had on his Facebook page, I want to say he had pictures of. Yes, he does. No, these are the same pictures he's got. So no pictures of the robot mode all combined up. But I'm assuming this thing's going to be dropping soon. I love the jungle camo version, but it's like I don't have the space for the nuclear missile and him to have a jetpack. But I think if you missed out on the jungle version, get this version.
Or if you bought the regular version in the prime colors, get this one as an augment.
Yeah. I have both of them. I have the prime colors and I have the jungle camo, and like the jungle camo is just it's superior get-go.
Oh, remember me and that thing?
Yeah. And Jedi might say, this is based off of tongue tie here. Dave, what G.I. Joe vehicle? It was Stormbringer, right?
I'm not too big on G.I. Joe figures, to be honest.
Or the vehicles.
Vehicles.
Because this is based off of a G.I. Joe vehicle. But of course, the only thing you're going to fit in there is the world's smallest Joes.
Yeah, but I mean, again, if they just gave it a little bit more, because it's the same base chassis. Like the core part is still the same.
Isn't it compatible with Diaclone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. It's 100%. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but, I
these
mean,
are pretty cool. So,
but if if they just did the nuclear missile as just its own separate to add on, so I could switch between the two. Like, do I want to have them to be one guy or the other?
Yeah, because I can't see any differences with the jungle camo version. So why aren't they doing an add-on?
That's what I'm saying. Like the core part is, since the core part's still the same, I would like this to have been like.
I would buy just this right here.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Same here.
Just that. I mean, I know that's a different. Like, I guess you get this rocket, or does that rocket go inside the other rocket? How does that work? Because there's that one.
It's like a nesting doll.
Yeah, it's like a rushing doll of rockets. I think this one connects to that one to make that one, right?
But isn't that the one on the far left, the missiles that go on his backpack on the normal version of him?
Yeah, it looks like
it looks similar to it, but it's
it looks
it's different. No, it's the tip, just the tip. It looks similar, but the rest of it's different.
Either way, like I said, it's cool that they're doing this, but I feel a little cheated because I bought and I love that one. For those of you who didn't see me at BotCon, these poor guys were seeing me staring at this thing the entire time until I finally sold off a bunch of figures to be able to buy it. And I immediately ran straight to the dealer's room and said, "Here's money. Give me that guy."
Yeah, no, I was playing devil's advocate the whole time. I was like, "You should get it." It's awesome.
Yeah, I know you were, and it is awesome.
It's awesome.
It's actually probably TFC's best figure to date.
Oh yeah.
I passed on so much stuff that TFC did. I was tempted on so many things, but every now and then I'd see a little bit of quality control issues. This is that figure in any iteration. If you get the Jungle Commander, if you get this one, you get the regular Prime one, you will be very happy with that robot.
It's the most highly anticipated robot in your collection.
Actually, yeah. Between that and the Smechigokins, and it's heavy. It's got so much
very solid.
It's got a lot of die cast in that.
Yes, lots of die cast.
Yeah, I think the only figure that I have that rivals the amount of die cast is that G Creation Grimlock.
That's not a Soul Chigokin. I mean, that thing is it's Chigokin level metal, actually.
It's more than Chogokin level metal. It's heavier.
Yeah.
Well,
what else we got?
Going from GI Joe vehicles to GI Joes, we've got some new images, and this is likely the second wave of the GI Joe retro line. This comes to us from His Tank. So the retro line are the 3 3/4 inch throwback figures, and we get a look at them. We got Roadblock. Yeah, these look really good. I'm just kind of curious though, like what's up with the arm articulation? Because I mean, it looks here like it's rotated.
It's whack. It's the bodies are the same, but the faces are updated.
Yeah.
So it's going to be just 2 points at the shoulder and just one hinge at the elbow, no swivel.
It's cool, but
and that Roadblock should have single jointed knees.
Yeah.
But his face, I liked his face, so I want it.
I mean, Scarlet's face sculpt looks really, really good too.
Destro's, I think they made his look more like his product image.
They did.
With super angular. I have trouble with certain words.
It looks like they updated his gauntlets too, but I can't tell. God, that's a huge briefcase.
Commander, you don't listen to me.
That's more of a great case than a briefcase.
Yeah, right.
A boxer case than a briefcase?
It looks like Destro's vacation to Aruba. It's his suitcase.
No, we already have the 6-inch version of that coming in.
Yeah, right.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, these look all right. I mean, not for me. I'm sticking with the 6-inch stuff, but yeah, I think it's cool and really these are a good, pun intended, vehicle for getting GI Joe vehicles out there, because I know they're probably not going to do too much with vehicles for the 6-inch line.
Not without HasLab.
Not without HasLab. God, that's probably what we'll see next year. Is we'll probably see the USS Flag.
Yep.
No, we'll probably see a His Tank before anything else.
What's the image that's on the back of the Cobra Island?
His tank's only be $60.
Yeah, his tank's not that big. But what's the Cobra command center thing? That's
Terradrome.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, you know what?
There's no way they would do a 6-inch scale Terradrome.
I think I have a His Tank in the basement.
I mean, you've seen the size of the Unicron, right?
Yeah, that thing is humongous.
It could be done.
All right, next up.
If they were going to do vehicles, they would be doing the ATVs, that Cobra used. They would use the bikes. They would do, I think a His Tank would probably be one of a few vehicles that they would probably pull off.
Aren't there vehicles that go with the Halo figures that came out once upon a time? I think like the ATVs and shit that came out with those would be perfect. I mean, even Fortnite wouldn't. That's the
Fortnite. I saw someone using the Fortnite ATVs actually.
Yeah,
they're a little big, but they still worked.
And the Fortnite has a bunch of hang glider types crap, right? That would be perfect for.
I saw somebody actually doing a pose with the space shuttle looking one. It actually looked really good.
Those posers.
What was the little like hovercraft? Oh, it wasn't a hovercraft. It was like a little jet powered dome thing that they were in.
Yeah,
the Trouble Bubbles.
Trouble Bubbles. Yeah, I could see them doing those.
That would actually be really good.
Yeah, and that would be a great way to resell the Cobra Troopers. Is just have one of those, sell it in like a $30 or $40 set.
And Hasbro already has those bike designs they've been putting with the Marvel Legends.
Yeah.
I just see them reusing that one and add the sidecar with the Gatling gun.
Yeah. So next up, real brief one. This is a rumor, but probably a real deal. It looks like we are getting a red Dino Thunder Ranger.
I can't believe that's happening.
Yeah.
Oh, that one. So I was thinking the other Red Ranger, the Austin Power Ranger.
Oh no. Do you really think that Hasbro would sculpt a Swedish penis pump?
HasLab.
I think they already have.
Okay, so this. Okay, actually, this one I will get then, because if I've got the white Dino Thunder, you got to have a Red Ranger at least.
I'm surprised that they aren't like the black Dino Thunder Ranger isn't imminent because well, actually, I guess it's like every other wave they have to have a Jason David Frank head sculpt.
Yeah.
So.
Just Jedi Mindset just said the same thing.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
No, this will be good. And what's nice about Dino Thunder is the core Rangers is just a 3-Ranger team, except they seem to be like, where the hell is my yellow Beast Morpher? Like, where is she? They seem to be very They seem to be very hesitant on the female Rangers.
Yeah, it's like I watched a video the other day. It's like it was like it was like a guy. I'll pull it up. I'll put it in the chat later. But this guy did a video just like kind of like why Hasbro is good for Power Rangers, why Hasbro is bad for Power Rangers.
Yeah.
And he talked about the fact that it's like every other wave we're only getting one female figure, and it's so strange given how the teams are assembled. And it's just like, what are you guys going to do? Like are you guys like waiting? Are you holding out to do like an all-female wave or what?
And an all-female wave won't sell. I'm sorry. It just won't.
You said we got 7 waves and only 4 females.
Yeah. I mean, like
never do that with Marvel Legends.
Yellow Space Ranger, I saw her once. I'm not collecting the Space Rangers. I'm really just keeping it to Mighty Morphin, and then like the occasional, figure that looks cool to me or memorable to me.
Well, and based on that criteria, I will say the blue Ninja Storm Ranger, she is all 3 Ninja Storms. I love those Rangers, and the Blue Ranger was a female, and she'll be a very cool mold.
I'm hoping that they do Power Rangers the movie, like they do the armored designs. I'm hoping that they do the ninja designs.
They will.
Yeah. I want an Ivan Ooze.
You think on the ninja designs they're gonna have the same boots? Everybody has the same boots on every figure.
They're probably the same feet.
Yeah.
Same hands.
Yeah, definitely the same hands. And then it'll give them their own. Well, let's see. We got Adam. We got Rocky.
Still need Aisha.
Yeah. They can use the wacky Kimberly head sculpt. And it's weird, too, because with the Ranger Slayer, we didn't get a Kimberly head sculpt for that. And it's weird that they did it for Draken, but they didn't do it for the Ranger Slayer.
Because it's too different. She's only existed in the comic, right?
Correct.
Same with Draken.
And
but he actually put the costume on, though, for that little promo they did.
And Nathan, the Silver Psycho Ranger, that would probably be a Hasbro exclusive, kind of like the Green Psycho Ranger, because Silver was only a U.S. show exclusive for 1 episode.
I love this Jedi Mindset rates. I've got the X-Men movie Apocalypse to fill in for Ooze now. That actually does work.
Would you need anything else? I don't think you would. I think that you need an official figure.
Honestly, yeah, I'd go with that.
All right, next up,
teenagers.
I messed up my link here. So this one's probably more in line with I guess probably the only person that's going to be. I mean, it's more in line. We're talking more red figures, and this is one that I think probably Dave's going to have a lot to say about. So I put it in the doc. We get a Target exclusive White Knight multiverse Batman. Why?
Why? I don't know. That didn't even happen in the comics. That's just why. Todd,
so
why?
You pretend it's Daredevil,
right?
Ooh, just like that little cartoon made fun of. Batman would make Daredevil would make more sense if his name was If Daredevil's name was Batman, that would make more sense.
I have no answer. I saw a parody of this where it had rainbow colors of these. They did a green one, a blue one, a yellow one.
Let's not give them any ideas.
But that truly happened.
DC actually did a pack like that. They did a rainbow pack. But
well, that sounds like something DC Collectibles would do.
But especially for this costume. Okay, maybe it was from a cover, but still, I mean, it's like.
Yeah. I just think like the whole comment about it looking like Daredevil is absolutely correct. I mean, this is just like, why? We already have too many Batman on the shelf. Everywhere I go, it's like I really like what McFarlane's doing with the DC stuff, but it's just like, where's the variety? It's like all I see is Batman, Joker, and Wonder Woman.
And it's just there's just so many Batman. You've got this Batman. You've got, I mean, the Arkham Asylum one's pretty good. Then they did the issue 1000 Batman, which that's been peg warming, and then decided to do, we'll do a variant of the issue 1000 Batman, in the blue, which nobody's buying.
Yeah, and that's the thing. When they added those blue variants, all I see now are the New 52 and the animated blue Batman at my one Target, and then at Walmart, all I see is like the animated series Batman and the New 52 Batman, and occasionally I'll see the Arkham Batman. But it's just unfortunate. It's like, Batman's a great character, cool, but don't make the mistake that Mattel made with their He-Man line in the early 2000s.
Yeah, I mean,
they put too many Batmans up.
Well, yeah, like, because that's what they did with that He-Man line, is it was all He-Man and Skeletor.
And now Skeletor, that's the only figure I ever see.
Same.
I know Batman sells, but it's just like with Bumblebees.
There's limits, yeah.
And yeah, just
there's a slight Bumblebee drop recently. Well, in the Generations line, I mean.
Yeah, how ironic, we went through Siege without a single Bumblebee figure.
But I mean, I said, I have learned to love what McFarlane Toys is doing, but at the same time, what the fuck, Todd?
Yeah. I think that they need kind of like a wake up, because it's like, it's like Superman sold, like the animated Superman, the armored Superman, and the New 52 Superman. It's like, good luck finding them now. They did one Green Lantern, they did the animated Green Lantern, cool, but like, hey, there's a wealth of Green Lanterns that you can do. Do some villains other than Joker, or arguably Harley Quinn, because now she's kind of a,
and the Batman who laughs, and
the Batman who laughs. But I mean, people look at Batman who laughs and they're like, is it Batman? I mean, I'm not, a normie would see it and go, is it Batman? Is it Joker? I mean, for the fact of the matter is, it's just another Batman on the shelf.
Nathan, trust me, I got a whole rant on that.
So I didn't put that in the doc, but Dave, if you want to talk about
Go find some pictures while I'm ranting.
All right. So I guess I should go to the Kickstarter page.
Go to the Kickstarter, and
last time we did this, we got banned.
We're not playing any videos.
Okay.
I mean,
Todd watches our show.
I know. Well,
he's got YouTube on the red phone. We need to have
Todd on.
Yeah. When this first, go all the way to the very beginning. Very, very, very beginning. When they were talking the explosion charts and all that.
Say when.
Keep on going. We're talking the very beginning. Yeah, there. Right there. You were just on it.
Okay, here.
That is what I was buying. I think you can play that. We won't get into trouble. I think.
We got into trouble before because it looked like he was messing with his dick.
So look, okay.
That's where we got into trouble.
When that separates again. There we go. Stop it.
There.
Look at the torso. There's a joint in there. The arms are in there. That torso's flat. it looked like you had a lot more posability on here. Now go all the way down, and that's what sold me on this project. Okay, the details are good, but I'm like, okay, I'm finally gonna get it looks like there's gonna be a torso, some kind of ab crunch in there. Those hips look like they're gonna move. We got some ankles. Now go all the way down to the bottom.
Well, wait, you mean
Go
up?
to the top. Yeah, go to the top.
The most recent.
The most recent one, yeah. So, I guess is it this one?
No, no, don't play him. You're gonna get us into trouble.
Yeah.
Or there was an email. Oh, maybe I'll just send it. The whole thing is solid. The chest is a solid piece. It is everything I made fun of McFarlane about, pretty much. It's a statue. It's a $60 statue, or 50. It's a $40 plus 20, $12 shipping statue.
Yeah. Well, I guess you can't really say it's a statue, but it sucks that they're using hard plastic over the torso. And really, it's like if you want that definitive Spawn, it's like you can get it right now with the Mortal Kombat 11 Spawn. And
are they doing hard plastic, or is it like a soft?
No,
skin
it is a
around
hard plastic. It is a hard plastic shell, and it's like a posed torso. So he's already got like his own accenting balancing to it. So it doesn't matter what his knees do, what his thighs do, because he's going to be looking awkward in any other position than just standing there.
Yeah, when he got the prototype in, I guess he didn't like the way the torso was folding, because he's like, since Spawn isn't wearing clothing, his skin shouldn't be bending a certain type of way. It looks unnatural, since it's actually supposed to be his body.
Hey,
so he didn't like that, and then he went solid.
I plan on selling the sucker, and I'm going to bitch the entire time while I'm doing it, because I still got suckered for money. So that is my prerogative. I was told to shut up. I ain't shutting up about this. I am pissed off. I was expecting to buy product number 1, and I am getting the product I didn't want.
And the problem with Kickstarter.
Can you cancel your
Nope.
your pledge?
Nope.
Sell it for more than it cost.
I plan to. I'm plain and simple. I plan to, or I'll trade it up for some stuff. But I'm just. I was excited about this. I was like, okay, this is the Spawn I was gonna get. I gotta get him. I already had the brain of how I was gonna be posing him up.
Right, you thought it was a definitive version of the character because that's how it was marketed, and I mean, again, like it's kind of a wait and see. I mean, I'm sure somebody's going to get it in hand, and we'll see there. And I'm sure there's going to be, when it initially releases, there are going to be all the people that had FOMO, that reviewers are going to be getting in, looking at it. You're going to have some people that are going to absolutely love it. Some people that are going to be.
It's a beautiful display piece.
Yeah,
statues are beautiful display pieces.
It's the definitive version of the original toy. Basically.
Yeah.
Right, but once again, that's not the pitch that I was given.
So, Dave, you want to get
MP44, but people feel some type of way about it.
Right.
I think people just had that attachment to MP10 because MP10 set the scale for current masterpiece, and then all of a sudden their figure was under attack. Even though it's like you don't have to replace the figure if it works for you.
Yeah, I got both. Look at this, and they exist. My house didn't blow up.
No, and I'm sure people are going to buy this and be very happy. But once again, this is not why I gave them my money. If this was knew was going to be the end result, I would have been like, I'm keeping my money, and the rest of you enjoy your purchase. I'm sure it will look absolutely beautiful.
Did anybody get Mezco Gambit?
No.
Once
I saw the chest plate, I wanted it, but the chest plate, I was like, he's not going to have any type of torso articulation.
For me, it wasn't the chest plate. I actually didn't like the jacket.
So, Dave, McFarlane, angry. You talk about these Scorpion the Shadow and Sub-Zero Winter Purple.
Those are actually costumes, but those are actually costumes from the game. Those are, That's actually how my Sub-Zero looks in the game, to be honest.
This confirms that they're not getting new molds.
Yeah, and so when Dave wanted to talk about this, I thought he was going to be angry because I agree with T that it's like the Scorpion and the Sub-Zero mold did not age too well, and it's sad because they're relatively new molds. They came out last year.
Mm-hmm. I mean, okay, McFarlane has their, first of all, biggest issue. McFarlane has a scale. Like T-Man was mentioning in his review, I am really scared what Shao Kahn's going to look like.
Right.
He's going to be looking with his hat.
But you got your Storm Shao Kahn, so you're good there.
Oh, exactly. And you see, that's the thing. I have, just to go there with my McFarlane's, guess what? I have alternatives. You know, the Baraka that's coming out. I have the Storm Baraka, but, you know, in the game, those, what do they call, the Tartans or whatever?
Tarkatans.
The Tarkatans. Those Barakas could be my Tarkatans that are that Baraka's leading. I wouldn't mind another Sub-Zero mold, like a new head, like the an unmasked head or something. But this is fine. It's kind of like, at least there's a little more logic to this than the Red Batman, because that costume's in the game. It's an homage to Rain.
Yeah, I really think that they're missing the boat by not doing a Hanzo Hisashi.
I agree with you completely.
That's probably coming.
I would love
I
a
hope
Hanzo Hisashi, and I would, if they did the Cyborg Trio, I would be thrilled.
Is it illegal for Storm to do anything besides the first couple games?
I don't think so.
Not at all, because Storm's in Hong Kong. Like they're different copyrights.
Because it seems like McFarlane's only doing Mortal Kombat 11. I mean, I know that's more relevant here.
He's doing Mortal Kombat 11 probably because it's more stylized.
Yeah.
More than anything else. So.
And it's like current pop culture. I think that's the thing. I think it's two very different audiences, and I think they're not trying to compete with each other. They're trying to do their own things and complement one another.
NetherRealm probably told them that they can do those, and Storm has to do the earlier ones.
Well, think of it like this way. Think of Storm and Bandai with the Street Fighter characters. When Storm first came out, they were just doing the Street Fighter V stuff. And, you know, for the Street Fighter character designs, with the exception of Rashid, because Storm didn't do Rashid.
Yeah.
But we got the classic Ryu, we got the classic Ken, classic Akuma, and then Storm was doing this more stylized Street Fighter Vs, and then they just did the classic versions after a bit.
Yeah, and I think they found success in those. Well, I mean, technically, Zangief's designs never changed.
Oh, certain ones didn't change, yeah. But what I'm going at is I think it's like the same thing here. Storm's doing those classic designs, McFarlane's doing the modern designs, and once the McFarlane peters out, then all of a sudden we'll get the Storm versions of these costumes.
Yeah. I'd like to see I'm not the biggest fan of the Mortal Kombat 11 designs. I think that there's, you know,
you like your bounce.
I like my what?
You like your bounces.
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
Did you see they added the new skins for the?
Yeah, they're better. But, you know,
I don't think they shied away from sexy when it comes to Sindel, especially in the story mode.
They waited for the game to be less relevant to do so. They timed it.
You know what? When it came to Mortal Kombat, I believe in the gameplay and I believe in the story in that order, and I'm good with that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I do think it's a good game. I mean, my only gripe with Mortal Kombat 11 to this day is I hate the character customization for movesets. I hate it. Hate it. I hate how that's all tied to. I like vanilla versions of characters, or if you're gonna do an extreme, I think the way Mortal Kombat X did it with having 3 character variants is fine, but I hate the fact that you have, in order to change your character costume, you have to create a character variation, and I hate the fact I it's too much customization.
Yeah, I never understood it.
Hey, it could be worse.
No, it's as worse as it can be.
No, it just, in the end, Scorpion and Sub-Zero could have had a romantic relationship in the end.
I don't care if the gameplay is good.
No, never mind. I'm just saying, but anyway, what? I don't know. I don't mind this. Move on to the next.
We got more Mortal Kombat news, and I think this is probably the one that will make Dave angry, because we've got our Bluefin exclusives. So the Bluefin video game event. Dave, what's got you? What's eating your grapes over these?
My grapes. The only ones I'm ticked off with is actually the Sub-Zero.
So tell me why are you upset with the Sub-Zero? Is it because it's the Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 Sub-Zero, or is it because this is the Sub-Zero you wanted?
In a way, it was kind of like the one we wanted. I mean, they actually this we knew was coming. The Raiden
Player 2 Raiden,
Player 2 Raiden. We knew that was coming. The Scorpion. I'm actually tempted to buy it right now because it's got enough different parts to it.
Yeah.
It absolutely has new accessories. It's different things that can be put compatible with the other Scorpions.
It's a definitive Mortal Kombat 2 Scorpion as well. Like the head sculpt, definitely.
Right.
But I
think the proportions are better too.
Yeah,
I agree.
I've got a full justification to own this. The other one,
flame effects are cool.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. These are things like I could take all my Scorpions, all three Scorpions, and do a Scorpion display. This though.
Yeah, the only difference is that he has the icy skull and spine, and the icy hands. Yeah,
which I thought that should have been how he should have been.
Well, I will disagree on the basis that in the game Sub-Zero doesn't have icy arms.
Okay.
I mean, personally, the way Storm is, I feel like that the icy arm should have been an accessory with the original Sub-Zero. And I think that what they should have done is, instead of this, have done a completely transparent Sub-Zero, so you could actually have the ice clone Sub-Zero to give you justification for owning a second Sub-Zero.
Plus, you can pop the arms off of them.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and that's the thing. Make it the ice clone, and then give him the icy arms for your existing Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 Sub-Zero.
That I could do. It was kind of like what happened with Sector, the BBTS one, the exclusive with the flamethrower.
Yeah. Yeah, I just went with the regular one.
I mean, so did I. But I mean, I really would have preferred the flamethrower, to be honest, but...
They should make a generic ice cast for a female body and a male body, and you can stuff your other figures inside of it.
Giggity.
It could look like they frozen.
I'm surprised nobody's done that.
No, they better give me credit.
I want a ninja with the cold hand.
Now I'll tell you though, with the Raiden, the Player 2 Raiden, because like I got Raiden a couple weeks ago. And it's like you can take the red, or you can take the blue smock off pretty easily, and underneath it's completely painted. It's like you can make that a Mortal Kombat 1 Raiden really easily, and there's justification for owning that.
Yeah, well, also they announced that, like we knew that was coming.
Yeah, and then like
Mortal Kombat.
Not enough to where I'm collecting figures on it. Yeah.
But I do want that Scorpion.
Well, I want the Scorpion effects pieces.
Yeah, that flaming skull is way better than the first one they did.
And the flaming uppercuts go all those.
Yeah.
Shoryuken.
Next up, we got a figure that I'm pretty sure Joe is going to like. Mafex Psylocke. I mean, probably Matt. But
yeah, Matt would like this. I like this. I'm.
It's just Mafex
the price point of this. Yeah,
I think Matt was disappointed with the face, and I am
Oh,
too.
that's where Matt's disappointed.
Especially the
they could have given that a better effort.
Somebody made a meme out of that, like what we were expecting, and then they had a nice butt, and then they showed that. But that face right there just looks like that was our first try, and they didn't make her redo it.
She looks like what's her name from Girls? Lena Dunham. She's like Lena Dunham face right there, like when Lena Dunham was like jogging, and she's like,
make an angry face.
Like that's like the Karen face right there. She's like, no, I was ahead of you in line.
I just don't see the 3-digit price tag in this.
What is
Who's going to be the first one to make a Karen action figure?
React.
Probably React. Yeah. Or Pop. You'll see the Karen Pop. They'll sell those. Like people that don't buy Pops, like, yeah, I'll buy Karen.
Karen will be furious.
Yeah. So you can give it to somebody you work with. This is you, bitch.
I already saw Karen. The Karen's going to be a popular Halloween costume.
You know, even better than Halloween, you know what they need? Is they need a Karen Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade float.
Hey, too soon.
How's that too soon?
The Macy's parade got canceled.
Oh, it did? Oh, I didn't even see. I mean, for real, it'd be like you don't have to have people in the streets. You can just be like, hey, bunch of balloons.
Right.
Anyway,
Yeah,
I mean, that's
pretty
a cool
much everybody watches it on TV anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just tell everybody don't come downtown.
Yeah.
They won't.
Al Roker is going to have no idea what to do that day because he's never had that day off.
He'll discover Thanksgiving, and then he'll blow his gastric bypass surgery. Wait, they had food this whole time?
Certain games go. Which Mezco Superman are you talking about?
Which
one?
The Man of Steel.
No, Smiling?
Batman vs Superman one, I think. Yeah.
No, the Christopher Reeves has a really weird smile.
Was that a Mezco?
Yeah, they didn't do a Mezco in Christopher Reeves. I have the Mezco.
I thought they did the NECA one.
Oh God, I think I found this.
Did you look up Christopher Reeves? Weird.
I mean, I don't know if I'd call this a smile, but that's the Mezco head.
Here, hang on a second. I'm gonna.
That looks more like the Homelander.
I'm trying to open this up every time.
I mean, this isn't the best.
Oh,
that one.
Yeah.
Oh, that one. Yes. So that's not out yet. They got a chance to. They have a chance to not put that in the box and redo it.
It'll probably look different. Mezco's always look different from the prototype. Just look at John Wick.
Yeah, that's pretty cringeworthy.
Okay. What else? Anything else going on?
Well, that's all the news we got for the week. So Dave, I want to go back to your topic from earlier. We were talking earlier about third party and the way it used to be versus the way it is today. So, again, like to refresh anybody that wasn't in earlier in the show, I got this TT Hong Lee. This is a first effort from this company. They normally do Gundam KOs, and this is their TV Starscream. And they put it out at a cheap price. It's well made, but it's not up to snuff with the rest of third party. So I guess if we flash back to, I mean, Dave, what kind of year do you want to talk about? Like you want to talk like 2015?
You got the initial
2014.
You got the initial part of third party where when third party first really started was add-on pieces to fix our figures. You had this, and then City Commander came out. That's like to say that was the dawn of third party with City Commander. Chug scale. Jesus, that's creepy. But then I would say, I don't want to say the golden age of, but when things really started going on, that's like when you had your fans project, when it was still when that was, I would say, was the industry standard.
Yeah, when they started filling the, because that's the thing is like
they started really filling in the gaps.
Yeah.
They also had, I mean, Fans Project had their stylized stuff. It had, well, they first did their Springer. When the Fans Project Springer came out, that was like, whoa. Like,
I'm happy I didn't buy that.
Going back to Psylocke does look like Billie Eilish. That Mezco Psylocke looks like Billie Eilish, and I can't unsee it.
She doesn't look like a bad guy.
And I bet she can't sing either.
I got that reference. Only because of the movie. That's from shit. What was the name of that movie? Brightburn.
But yeah, Warbotron came out when those Warbotron, not Warbotron, but those things came out. That completely changed the third party game. And then we still had a lot of stylized stuff. I mean, for me, I like to say that the highlight for the third party was either MMC's Predaking, actually.
Yeah.
And that you talk about a figure that was made then that holds up now, but now you've got your next age, which is your Zeta scale stuff. Not Gravity Builder, but the Toy World Devastator. I think that ushered in the next phase of third party, if that makes sense.
Because I was going to say, Feral Rex still holds up a bit today, although I don't think the joints really do. But as far as like a definitive version of a character, I think the cool thing about Feral Rex is it fit in with Chug, and it was a stand-in for Masterpiece, because at the time we didn't have any Feral Rex came out before the Toy World Devastator.
Right, but say Feral Rex, that came out, and that was like, holy hell, this changed everything. And then Toy World Devastator came out, and that changed everything.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what I say. Like, you've got your defining figures.
Yeah,
City Commander changed add-ons. Springer changed figures. Then MMC is just cranked up their game with that Feral Rex.
Well, it's funny. I think there was a time too where you could look at sculpts. Like now everything's like super toon aesthetic. And there was a time when it was like stylized, where it's like, okay, it's gonna resemble the cartoon, but it's got to have a real world aesthetic in its alt mode. And that was the thing about the Toy World Devastator, is that combined up, it looked like Devastator, especially when they redid the head and redid other pieces. And there are versions that are more toon colored, but you didn't really look at the aesthetics as you didn't look for clean aesthetics. It was just, does this resemble the character enough, and is it in scale?
Yeah, I mean, and you're talking about like what holds up then that still holds up now.
And so, like when you go,
Nathan mentioned here TFC Hercules.
Yeah,
that doesn't hold up. That I feel like that one I don't think holds up.
Oh shit! Sorengeo says Billie Eilish actually has an action figure in the Target store. TFC Hercules, yeah, Hercules was one that did change a lot of things. I remember that was like when we were getting like the Energon repaints of figures that were being called Devastator. I forget what that set was called, but people were getting that Bruticus,
Constructus Maximus, Maximus,
yeah,
Maximus, Superior. There was a Superior Maximus, yeah.
Yeah, so then Hercules comes out as like a cohesive set of Constructicons to go in to people's Chug collection. But like with this guy here, right? One thing I want to touch on real quick is like the way the joints are designed. We've kind of come a long way where now even think about it, it's like even creases and elbows and legs. There's a lot of thought that goes into it, so it doesn't break the sculpt. And so you look back at like a figure like Chigurh, which was the DX9's Astro Train, and that figure does everything it needs to do, but it's kind of ugly doing it, but it still resembles the character enough. And I think like when I was, like looking at this figure, it's a good enough display piece, but there are things about it that are very ugly. And I think that's like early third party.
Well, for that figure there, especially when you're talking about the joints, like you said, how they're like Gundam-like joints, which I don't know if you can zoom in or get it close enough to like say the knee joint. A Gundam-like joint to me is like basically going to be like a flat pin, like, or a flat hinge in the middle. But when you have a figure like this, it doesn't have anything that it's really trying to.
It can get away with it.
It can get away with it because it's its own thing. And if I'm an engineer and I'm engineering a knee joint, I'm going to be like, okay, what's the simplest way that I can make a pivoting knee joint and just do it?
Yeah.
Like, I understand, especially for a first effort.
Yeah. And their forte is Gundam. Like, again, they're I think that the story with these guys is that they're a Gundam KO company and they're trying to get at doing Gundam KOs given the current crackdown. So, hey, let's stick to IP theft, but let's do Transformers. And yeah, I still stand by. I think, Joe, I do think this is a figure you'd like and a figure that T would hate.
Same. I agree with that. Especially
I think I would like it. I think I would definitely, like you said, as a display piece.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, there's Red Bull back there sitting all by his lonesome. I don't know what to put with him.
Yeah.
That would go. I mean, that would work.
Especially like, I do think that this part of the figure is a lot of fun, like the way the wings transform.
Well, the wingspan on that thing is just absurd. It takes. I don't even know if that would fit on a Billy.
It doesn't. But just like when you get these wings deployed, I'm like, that aspect of it is very satisfying. But I mean, like I will give this figure points in the fact that like the way the wings deploy, sure, it's kind of Gundam-esque, but on a Transformer, the fact that they tuck away and hide, that is like a little cool feature. And that's the thing is like, I mean, Dave, I don't know if this is like anything you wanted to discuss, is that like the third party Transformers, like the biggest difference I've always found with third party, most third party, not all, is that like when you get a Takara masterpiece, there's like that aha moment where they do something like really creative with the engineering, and you're like, oh man, that is badass.
Oh, you still get that, yeah.
But like, what? Like, not every, it's not exempt from third party, but not all of them do it as well as Takara.
I'm 50-50 with you on that, just because every now and then, like for example, I really loved Bad Cube's Sun Surge. I thought that had.
Bye, T. I think T fell asleep.
He probably
knew he was falling asleep.
But I really like Bad Cube's Sun Surge. That one gave me some aha moments per se. Quake Wave, of course, was one of the first ones that gave us an aha moment.
The problem with Takara, like the aha moments and the clever engineerings, is they don't always feel good when you're doing it. That's my issue. Is like, yeah, okay, great engineering, clever solution to a problem or a different way of doing something, but I'm afraid I'm gonna break it, and it doesn't feel good.
This right here, what Nate just said right here, I am despising over engineering.
Yeah,
which of course Bad Cube is also infamous for. I said I like their Sun Surge, their Sideswipe and Red Alert. They scare me still. I love my Bad Cube bugs. Actually, there's a great one right there. Have you ever handled the Bad Cube Insecticons?
No, but I've seen videos of them, and I love their bombshell, and I just want the bombshell.
And that's the thing, that bombshell. I love the fact, he has the color change.
Yeah.
There's an aha moment of engineering right there, perfectly for you. As you said, Takara. You look at their Inferno. Where the hell did that ladder go?
Grapple is even more impressive.
But then you get something like, well, as I know, MP44 is the standard right now, but in some ways, I also think it takes a lot of the fun out of it, and also the price on that as well.
Yeah.
I like that balance of impressive engineering with modest price. I don't want to be.
I think it comes down to paint and accessories. You have so many people going like, "Oh, it needs to be fully painted. It needs to have all."
Well, it's not just that. Like, okay, well, we can save this for a B-side, but I hate Dark Souls. I hate Demon Souls. I hate Souls games. I don't like a game that's punishing me to play it.
That's what I was talking about earlier in the chat.
And I don't like Transformers that punish me to transform them.
No, I agree 100% because when people like give me shit for not transforming fans' toys, it's not that I don't want to transform them; it's that I don't want to ruin them. And that's the thing. It's like they're great display pieces.
Paying for something that's supposed to, that's not fun.
Yeah,
it's just shelf representation for me at that point. It's like I have a museum I want to curate.
I know, I'm saying that's for you, but I'm saying for me.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm agreeing with you, and at the same time, I'm trying to justify my own collection.
I mean,
that's why I love MMC so much, and that's why I love that Bruticus set so much. People can bitch about it. People go, "Well, Bobby said that the Vortex isn't great." I disagree 100%. It has and the Takara figures, there's too much paint. They're over-engineered. Like that Bruticus set is as perfect as you can get, in my opinion, because it has the right balances between a toy and a display piece. And I think that's what we wanted from Masterpiece all along, is we wanted something that didn't look like a kid's toy that you could display and people go, wow, I remember that character. And you can still pick it up and you can still transform it. As Brian from Nerd Out says, you can beat it up and you don't have to worry about it being the end of the figure.
Well, it's also that I don't have MP44. I have my MP10. MP10 is that really nice balance of, again, intuitive transformation, clever engineering, still modest price, MP Soundwave. When I was packing up my collection,
Dance Turner Games go, you're crazy, man. I appreciate it, but man, you're crazy. 3 HasLabs.
Whoa.
I want to see pictures.
Yeah.
DM us. We'll put them on the show.
They'll be in his family portrait.
Yeah, but I'm saying, when I was transforming all my Masterpiece figures, let me tell you, there was a difference of fun level between transforming Masterpiece Sunstreaker versus Masterpiece Sideswipe.
So Dave, you had a larger move than I did, but when I moved in 2018, I gave up on transforming. I wrapped them in blankets and put them in
still had the box. You see, I still had the boxes.
No, I still had the boxes too, but I wasn't going to put them back in box. Now, our moves were different because
my stuff's currently in a storage truck.
Yeah, my stuff went from my old place to my new house.
Yeah.
So I mean, I understand like the necessity of what you did, but it's just like it was a tedious process for some of these figures, and it's like I just didn't want to do it, and it sucks because it's like, I look at my collection, it's like I will say up and down, like I love Make Toys, I love Mastermind Creations, because those are the figures that look as good as everything else, and they're not a pain to handle.
There's only like a couple figures where I said, forget this. The Fans Project Quantron. That was one of the few ones I said, forget this noise. Hexatron I boxed up. I was able to box him up okay. I got all the Predacons taken care of. I was so thankful that Megatron was in bot mode. I mean,
yeah.
I was sitting there.
I don't know what I'm going to do because we're moving to Florida in 2 or 3 years. And
I
haven't even tried to think about it because I have no idea what I'm going to do.
But you don't have, like, I guess, like, you, by and large, you don't have that many Transformers, though, Joe. Like,
Transformers wise, I don't have that many, but I have a lot of, like, you know how, I mean, you don't have any of the Monster Art stuff, but you know how they just fall apart.
No, I've got the.
Yeah, no, you brought Rodan to my house, or not Rodan.
I got the Monster Arts.
You brought Ghidorah to my house.
Yeah,
I mean, I do have. Fortunately, I saved a lot of those boxes, but just in general, just the idea of having to like box so much stuff up, pack it, wrap it in towels or paper or whatever it is.
Nate's got tips.
Nate, if you, I might even be willing to hire you, Nate. Come on out here and help me pack everything up.
I think my Marvel Legends, you saw the stack of boxes I had, the containers. I was so thankful I actually did that a month before I moved. But yeah.
But there is one thing I'm looking forward to. And Dave, I'm sure you're looking forward to this too. Is when you do get to your final, when you get to the house that you're going to buy, and you get all those boxes out, and now it's time to unbox them and put them on your new shelves or whatever, your new arrangement that you're going to have. That is the exciting part, because
that's going to take my first vacation to leave for that.
Because I have done it before on a very small scale, and when you go back and you open that stuff up, it's almost like getting it again for the first time. You know, especially if there's a gap in between when you boxed it up and a period of time goes by, and now you're unboxing it. And you kind of get to rediscover some things.
Well, I got that, and then I got this backlog of insanity to deal with too.
At least there's no packing with those. Sportimus, to answer your question, I recommend wrap the figure in bubble wrap, put it in a freezer bag, and then layer a tote with towels or old T-shirts. And that's.
Ooh, I didn't do that with the totes. With those, I just wrapped them in. I lined the totes with bubble wrap.
Yeah, especially that if you save that blue bubble wrap that you get from the Chosen Prime and BBTS, that stuff is wonderful. The
Cerrone, mine was worse than the U-Haul. I mean, mine was worse than the moving company. I put all my stuff into a pack rat, and then they had trouble picking up the pack rat. So I know it's in storage right now, but hopefully I'll see it.
I will probably end up driving that stuff myself. I think everything's going to get like any furniture stuff that we're taking is going to go in like the pod or whatever we're going to use. You know,
yeah, that's what we do. Pod.
Yeah, put it in a pod, ship it, and then all of this stuff is going to be like packed into
the back of your Tesla truck.
One of my 6 Cybertrucks, and I'm driving that shit down.
When we move to the Carolinas, I'm probably just gonna get a U-Haul and just do totes and pack it the same way I did, and hope for the best.
If I ever move again, it's gonna be. I
think once you
go to a toy show and just
sell everything. No, I think once you get it in a box, though, it's fine. That's the easy part. But it's just the fact, like when I walk into this room, when it's time to start boxing this stuff up, it's going to be like,
yeah, I know that.
But
where do I start?
You guys saw what that room looked like when I left. You guys have seen that room, how filled it was. It was.
And you got everything down pretty quickly and efficiently.
You did, Dave. Like I was telling my wife about how you just like you moved out, listed your house for sale, moved into an apartment. Didn't have a new house to necessarily like. You haven't. I don't even know. Yeah, like that's still pending, right?
That's a whole different rant right now. That's a whole.
Yeah, you just up and moved, and I'm thinking about like, man, how are we going to do the same thing? And I'm like,
I had no choice, man.
I mean, well, we were kind of looking at the same thing. Like, are we going to be able to coordinate selling a house and moving into a new house at the same time, or are we going to move into an apartment or something, or a rental for a few months until we figure out what we're doing?
Yeah.
Fortunately, the last time we were down there, so we were just down there for our anniversary, and we drove around. We rented a car and we just drove around for a day, and Yeah, I'm glad we did that because some of the towns that we were looking at online, they were like, "Oh, this looks like a nice place, like St. Cloud, Florida." That was like that's where we're going to go. We like pretty much had it in our mind. That's where we're going to go. We drove through it,
and we were like, agenda.
We were like, no, we're not moving here. This is like, if you ever see a story about Florida man did whatever, that's where he's from. We're like, there's literally monster trucks in people's front yards. We're like, no, we're not moving here. Then we drove around. We ended up finding a nice neighborhood, but just the idea of doing that is just.
That's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm just where my apartment was the only place that let me do a 3-month lease. Man, we totally tangented on here.
That's all right. We're over the 2-hour mark anyway.
I do also recommend those. If you go to Michael's, you can get these really cheap. They kind of look like like the boxes you would store like hardware in, like screws and nails. You can tend to get them. Yep. So if you've got loose figures, put your accessories in there, and if you don't want paint rub on your figures, just put them in go to like your local grocery store, pick up 200 packs of sandwich bags, put your Marvel Legends in there.
Speaking of sandwich bags, Winston, if you're still here, I'm sorry I haven't texted you, but this is for you.
Ooh.
There's all kinds of stuff in here.
Did you just say that? Did you just say I'm done with McFarlane?
I looked like it.
Kind of. I mean, it's not necessarily anything against it. It's just that I kind of had a hard look at my desk and I was like, what stuff is just kind of floating around my desk that has not found a place to stay? And those were there. I mean, I just kept kind of pushing them aside and I didn't really have a place for them. And I still have a lot of stuff here that's like not.
Oh, I need to give you my address. That reminds me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Synthetic human.
Yeah, I missed that deal. But then again, that would be a figure where it's like, does it join Creepy Woody?
And on that note, I think that's the sentence to end on.
Winston says, send me some pictures of it.
Yes, I will. I will.
Nightwing says, I still have all my Power Ranger boxes.
I threw all those out and broke my heart. Those were gorgeous boxes.
All right. Well, I guess we'll get some where you at real quick. Trustarscreamer, when you return to photography, where can folks find you at?
You can find me. You can find my archives on @Trustarscreamer, which the last picture I took was just a very good picture of my little girl. And you can find me on the PlayStation Network, Trustarscreamer. You can find me every week on this particular podcast, and with these fine gentlemen. But most importantly, you got to remember that next week
on Figure Action, Nate's Toys and Collectibles will be doing a live drawing to see who will win the Target exclusive G.I. Joe Baroness with Coil. Be here and make sure that you did check out the episode prior to tonight's so you can be entered into this great contest. All right.
Don't forget.
When Nate sneaks into your house, does he ever like freak out, the girls as he's like sneaking through and whispering into your ear?
Well, he keeps saying how the only time he comments is the fact that he gets older, but she seems to stay the same age.
No, I think like Dave's dead asleep and he wakes up to
all right.
He
is, remember, the Santa
and then
he is the Syndicate Santa.
That's right. He's like Santa Claus.
Dave, you gotta pay me, buddy. I sent you all them Marvel Legends.
I think I owe him only for one figure right now. I've kept my Nate Simmons account. I've kept my Nate Simmons account pretty much in the black.
We do need to make
a
Nate Simmons commercial.
I agree.
We do. Though the video that I'm going to upload tomorrow will kind of be a Nate Simmons commercial. So Nate, feel free to rip any of that.
I want to make a Nate Sims commercial in the style of like shitty as seen on TV products.
I want to make it in the style of like those Ronnie Mervis commercials.
Oh no!
You know him. You know.
You don't pay retailing. Well, why should you? I think the area.
Yeah, no, but that's the thing. The whole you don't pay retail. Why should you? That's exactly it.
If
your Unicron was expensive, mine wasn't. Because I bought it from Nate.
I'm liking Joe's idea, which you see like someone like walking through the toy aisle, empty shelves, can't find it, unhelpful staff.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Maybe we can get me and Matt in the toy aisle. Maybe Matt can push me down to the ground and laugh at me while he takes the last toy off the shelf, and then I can sit there crying. Oh, don't be like Joe. Order from Nate's Toys and Collectibles.
Scalper's intercepting your product. You just want to be a 35 plus. You a 35 plus year old man just wants to buy your toy that don't want to dodge 12-year-olds. Dirty looks for mothers.
Actually, not. I didn't ask Joe. Did you get a PlayStation 5?
No.
No.
I don't have any plans to.
I am probably going to be waiting closer to my birthday, just because.
You didn't click on the Amazon link?
I'm just looking at my expenses and stuff right now. I
would have just play video games enough to justify.
I play them, but there's not going to be enough games out. I think I'll wait till the PlayStation has a few titles out.
You have Avengers, and that's going to upgrade to PlayStation 5.
I have Avengers already, exactly. And then I'll have to start from.
I guess
there's a hell of a grind in that game. Grind in that game.
Yeah, until you unlock Iron Man, and then.
I'm at Black Widow. I got Black Widow right now.
Okay, so it's opening up for you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess we'll keep this moving. Joe, where can folks find you at?
Everywhere. Facebook, here, YouTube, Thursdays with you guys, Instagram, Twitter, search. Actually, I'm not on Twitter, but all
Grindr.
those things. Grindr. Pornhub, OnlyFans. Maybe able to see me and
Netflix.
This guy. Yeah,
that was actually better. No, he timed it better when you said this guy, right? that was good. That was good. This guy.
Zero. How about you?
Well, you can find me here every Thursday night at 9:00 Eastern Standard Time. Same Figure Action channel. Same Figure Action time, I guess, is 9:00 Eastern time. The Figure Action time it is. If you haven't already, make sure that you are subscribed and you've rung that notification bell so you can get the contest details for the not one but two contests that we're having. If you want to connect with me outside the show, James Jordan on the Facebook. I said the Facebook. I'm old now. At the original
face page, so that's
the face page at the Original Zero on Twitter, ExtraZero on Instagram. You can find me on PlayStation Network as ExtraZero and on Xbox Live as ExtraSpace0. Yes, I got a PlayStation 5, and yes, I actually I'm part of a program where I'll be getting an Xbox Series X, so I'll be on next gen. If you want to play some games with me. But I think that'll do it for tonight's show. Again, be on the lookout for that not contest, but giveaway promo. Really hope one of our regulars wins it. Make sure that you participate like Lotto. You got to be in it to win. So again, make sure you follow those rules. Make sure you go and comment on the appropriate videos. Make sure you like Nate's Toys and Collectibles on Facebook. And I think that's going to do it for tonight.
Plugging him. I didn't plug him that much tonight. I'm sorry.
Yeah, right. Well, that'll do it for tonight's episode. It's been great having you. It's been great being here with y'all, and we will see you all next week. Peace out.
Good night, everybody.